So just to give people a little bit of an understanding, my name is Bob Friedenthal. On LinkedIn, it's Bob Holt, H-O-L-T, Friedenthal, about on LinkedIn. And last name spelled F-R-I-E-D-E-N-T-H-A-L. I started doing these video interviews about a year and a half ago. And originally when I started out, they were 15 to 25-minute interviews. And what I realized is that that's a long time. Although people were watching them, commenting on them, doing all that stuff. I went back about 9 months ago and decided to cut them down, and I call them snapshot interviews. So our objective is to keep this interview to roughly 10 minutes. So I'm very, very lucky to be interviewing Alan Holmes. And Alan, why don't you give us your contact information?
Yes, my contact information is Alan Holmes, the Master Connectors Create at Gmail, which is THEMASTERCONNECTORS as in Sam, create at gmail.com. And phone number 951-599-8141.
What's the number again?
951-599-8141.
And that's a mobile number, I take it?
Yes, it's in my Google Voice. Yes, it goes right next to my
okay, so you could call or you could text Alan. And Alan, so why don't you tell us who you are and what you do?
Absolutely. Thank you, Bob, for having me. My name is Alan Holmes. I also known as a Master Connector. And what I do is I specialize in connecting business owners, whether they're home-based, such as internet marketers, affiliate marketers, network marketers, etc. The storefronts, the brick and mortars, as well as so that's one group. And then I also specialize in helping entrepreneurs. Those are the dreamers, the technology, the next technology, the next big thing, as well as the everyday consumer. And these are the individuals looking for the household, the next product or service to help their household and their family grow. Because they don't, after all, they don't wake up in the morning and say, hey, let's do business with Alan Holmes, or, you know, they're trying to survive. So in short, I call myself a human search agent.
Very good stuff. Very good stuff. I'm reading your heading on LinkedIn. Master Connector, bridging the gap between business owners, entrepreneurs, as well as the everyday consumer. That's a powerful message. So the real key is, are you accomplishing what you set out to do?
Absolutely. This week alone, I've connected with several entrepreneurs. One from a life insurance, a well-known life insurance agent who is collaborating with myself. I have talked to a young lady who has a coaching business that there are a lot of coaches are not technically challenged, and she happens to be on my site. And she helps individuals who are working toward their selling their coaching courses, and if they don't have a website, they can just go through her portal. I also have different strategic alliances and partnerships I'm collaborating with and connecting with, and I'm a proud member of this little website called mycity.com.
There you go. So how are you going about, what's the process that you go about to get connected to so many people? Because you've given me some introductions. So if something's happening that you're doing that, are you using Calendly to do most of that, or are you using some other, are you joining more networking groups?
Absolutely. Yes, I usually go on at least 3 to 5 virtual networking events around the country. From there, I have a little breakout one-on-ones with them, and on my site, it's a Zoom meeting calendar, which is tied in my calendar, and I just have a one-on-one conversation, and to just let them know how I can be of service. I am also a part of various different social media groups, LinkedIn and Lineable, and there's a couple of others that really stand out that I am very much a part of.
If I ask you, I'm not gonna, if I'm gonna ask you, where do you find most of your successes coming from? What vehicle? What technology? What is it?
Well, to be honest, one of my most of my successes is LinkedIn. There's a lot of LinkedIn professionals that are just out there trying to promote their offers and services, and I use a couple of LinkedIn tools that will actually help bridge that gap between where I'm trying to find.
Well, I know that we're doing work for you on LinkedIn as well,
Yes.
but I like to drill down into what you do on your end to get meetings going, because I'm constantly hearing about you creating introductions to other people, and that listen, that's the way to make things work. You know, the B&I model, givers gain, and where too many people make a mistake, and I'm sure you'll agree to this, too many people get somebody on the phone, and what do they start doing? They start trying to sell them. Exactly the wrong thing to do. Build a relationship first, right? I got a feeling that's kind of who you are. Am I making
No,
sense?
absolutely. Yeah, I really believe in the personalized and the humanized approach. That's where the human surgeon then comes in. I mean, I use, for example, a tool this developed by Scott Kundo. It's called My Trusted Network, which is anyone who's a first level a networking referral on my LinkedIn, then I'm able to share with them that and build a trusted relationship between them. And from there, I can have them one-on-one. And that has really served me very well. And of course, attending various mastermind groups like the mycity.com website event that occurs.
Very good stuff. Well, you know, and the interesting part is LinkedIn was purchased by Microsoft over 6 years ago, and they had 350 million members when they were acquired. And by the way, Microsoft paid $26 billion for LinkedIn. And it's now grown from 350 million members to somewhere in the neighborhood of 1 billion members. It's got the highest income level and the most professionals of any website on the planet. So, but you have to know how to use it. That's the key, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. And this is one of the success vehicles that I use now to connecting people, is getting a video out there. You've got what, 1,700 connections, you said?
Yeah, yeah, I have
Something like that?
about 1,700 plus connections, and it's constantly growing.
Yep.
It allows me to um, have individuals take a look and see who I am, and which also leads, which I didn't admit earlier or share with earlier, but yourdestinybegins.here.com is the website that an individual can take a look at some of my services as well as my strategic alliance services, because I always share with people, it's not about me, it's about we.
I love that. That's a great saying. By the way, we ask for the people that we've done a video with to give us two very short paragraphs about who you are and what you're doing. And then we also include the contact information in there. So people will watch these videos. And if they want to get in touch with you, they'll do it. We've got a very scatterbrained society now, ADD society. And the key is, how do you stay focused? How do you stay targeted? And how do you accomplish meeting people? Because that's where it's got to start, right? Is that
Absolutely.
where it starts?
Yes, it does.
It
Yes.
starts and stops with that, by the way. So, all right. So I think we accomplished a lot here. People of getting, it's really the gut feel. They say that it takes 15 to 30 seconds for people to size you up,
Absolutely.
by looking at your body language and your facial expressions.
Yes, sir.
So when you're typing, that's not very humanized, is it?
Oh,
So
no.
that's why I jumped on doing this a year and a half ago. And like I said, I've done about 200 of these already. And I'm not stopping, man. I'm having more fun than you can shake a stick at. So um, the real key to this is having fun, getting out there, helping people, and then of course you make money from it, right?
Absolutely. I love helping. I love helping the entrepreneurs, like say business owners, everyday consumers. And my favorite group is veterans because I'm a veteran myself, served 87 and 90. So there's a lot of veterans out there that is having veterans-owned businesses that really want to get their voice out there. And so I
Yeah.
am the advocate for them.
I didn't know you were a vet. So am I.
Thank you for your service.
I probably got out of the military before you were born. I've been out of the service for over 50 years. So
Okay.
I worked for Alexander Haig. If you remember him, he was the Secretary of State, and he wanted to take over as president when Reagan was shot. But he was the Supreme Allied Commander of the Atlantic, and I worked for him in his communication station in Norfolk, Virginia, and I had levels above top secret. So that's the interesting part of where your history is. Being able to have a top level, top security clearance is not something they just give away. They do a ton of research on you to really find out about you. So let's do this. Give us your contact information again.
Okay, Alan Holmes at the Master Connectors Create, TheMasterCreate, at gmail.com. So the Master Connectors Create at gmail.com, and that's 951-599-8141, 951-599-8141, and of course the infamous website with beautiful services to be of service to you is Your Destiny Begins Here. YOUR Destiny, DESTNIY BEGINS here, HERE.com. Your Destiny Begins Here.com.
That's great stuff. Is this is your own personalized website?
Yes, this website was put together just an amazing individual. We call him Mr. Z. He put so for those who are needing a great development, I shout him out because Mr. Z has not only provided me with a great website, but he also provides me a lot of strategic connections. So when you get with the Master Connector, you're able to get a little learning about Mr. Z.
I love it. I love it. All right. So, and then for people that are interested in finding out more about me, you're always welcome to call me. Bob Holt, Holt, Friedenthal, Friedenthal on LinkedIn. And my phone number is area code 310-736-5787. That's a mobile number, and my email address that I use is bob@mycity.com. So this is fun. You got to admit. Now here's the beauty of it: giving some referrals. So, and by the way, I wrote a referral software that I use all the time, like daily, to help create introductions and referrals, and that's where your destiny starts, right? When you're given referrals, your people want to rub shoulders with you, right?
Absolutely. Giving to get.
Yep. All right. So I'm going to be signing us off right now. Nice interview, and we'll see what it looks like on the other side. Take care, Alan.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.